Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, and welcome to the home of every Barcelona lover, where we are going to be discussing on what made news for Barca recently. We are going to be talking on three stories in this episode. We are going to start with the future of Sergiño Dest. His future has been talked about a lot lately. It has been reported that the Barcelona youngster's future hinges on three other players. We are going to be discussing on that latest report as we move ahead. Secondly, we are going to be talking about on loan Barcelona striker Luke de Jong as well as Adama Traore. It has been reported that the Barcelona duo are expected to return to their respective clubs next season. Thirdly, we are going to be talking about out of favor Barcelona defender Clement Lenglet, as it has been reported that he wants to stay at the club next season. We are going to be looking at that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. As Barcelona chalk out plans for the upcoming summer transfer window, several players find themselves staring at uncertain futures at the Camp Nou. The out-of-favor stars like Samuel Umtiti, Luke de Jong, Clement Lenglet are all expected to depart, while young defender Oscar Mingueza and Sergiño Dest could also follow suit. Dest has had a difficult two-year stint at Barcelona, signed from Ajax in 2020 in a deal worth €21 million plus bonuses. The 21-year-old has never quite been convincing enough to stake a claim as the first-choice right-back for Barca. It was one of the factors that convinced Barcelona to sign Dani Alves on a free transfer in November last year. The 39-year-old's contract with Barcelona expires at the end of the season, although a short-term extension is in the works. At the same time, Barca are also planning to extend the contract of Sergio Roberto with a one-year deal close to being signed. On top of that, Barca are also pushing to sign Chelsea captain Cesar Azpilicueta. If Barcelona are successful in the pursuit for Azpilicueta and the veteran duo of Alves and Roberto sign new deals, then Dest will likely be sold in the summer, according to reports from Marca. It is further claimed that in such a scenario, Barcelona would demand a fee of €25 million for the 21-year-old. Dest, who has struggled with injuries this season, has shown an improvement in recent months under Xavi, and given his age and potential, it would make greater sense for Barcelona to keep hold of him and develop him further at the Camp Nou. However, given the financial situation at the club, it seems like no player is safe, and Dest could very well be allowed to leave in the summer, especially if Barcelona end up capturing the signing of Azpilicueta while handing new deals to Roberto and Dani Alves. A lot have been spoken lately about Sergiño Dest's future at Barcelona. Of course, it has been so uncertain if he will stay or not, and coupled with the links of Azpilicueta, who is also a right back, have just made the matter so complicated. So as it stands right now, one can't tell if Dest will be offloaded or he will stay. But personally, as a fan, I wish Sergiño Dest stays. I think he has great potential. He has been improving lately, especially when Xavi came and took over the club. And I don't see a reason why, in the first place, Barca will need to sell this guy. Honestly speaking, we need depth in that team. And Sergiño Dest is not that a bad player that you can say, no, we don't need him. He does not add value to the team. We need him. I think we need him. You can't tell me that you keep Sergio Roberto and you sell Sergiño Dest. It makes no sense. What is Roberto offering to the table? Roberto is I don't know. I don't want to say useless, but Roberto is out of form. Roberto don't bring value to this team anymore. Roberto have lost his form completely. Injury issues. And I don't want Barca to take this like, only the La Masia players will be extended contract because Sergiño Dest he's not a Spanish player or whatever, or he's from La Masia, then Sergiño Dest have been put in the transfer market. Honestly speaking, I'm not really happy about this development. I'm talking as a Barca fan here. Dest have been far better. You can't tell me that Roberto is close to signing an extension. What is Roberto do? How in the first place, why would we even count on Roberto to be the right back next season? Because the report is talking about if Azpilicueta comes, Dani Alves likely to renew for a short-term contract. Sergio Roberto will be extended. Then you sell Sergiño Dest. It doesn't make sense. And honestly speaking, I don't see that right back slot to be strong in case that is what Barca are really planning to do. I don't see it. Aspilicueta is 33, is 31 or 32 years or something like that. Dani Alves is an old man. You know, Roberto out of form. Is that the right back position? Is that the right back that we want to go into next season? Is that how we want to compete for the trophies next season? I very much doubt our potential to compete if we are really dreaming that kind of level. If Barca think that strengthening that position in the lineup is great, then I'm sorry, they are doing a huge mistake. I think if they cannot go for a young quality right back, then please just leave Sergiño Dest at that role. Dest is doing good. I think Dest, so far, even Xavi have been saying it in his press conferences, Dest is improving. Since he took over Barcelona in November, of course, he made it clear that Dest was not really that brilliant. But of course, through tactical training, Dest have really improved his game. And I just hope that Barca don't sell him. Because right now, a lot have been spoken about Sergiño Dest's future, and honestly, I don't want him to leave. I hope Barca, they keep him, because I think among all the right backs that we have, he is the one that have the highest potential. He's improving. You cannot tell me that you are bringing Sergio Roberto, because I don't know. All this is because he's a Spanish guy. He's from La Masia. It shouldn't be that way. It just shouldn't be that way. So let's see how things unfold in the summer transfer window when it comes to Dest's future at the Camp Nou. Then on to the next story of discussion. As the 2021-22 season draws to a close, Barcelona are set for major tweaks in their roster ahead of their upcoming campaign. Several outgoings are expected in the coming weeks in order for new faces to be brought into the team. Philippe Coutinho has already been sold to Aston Villa on a permanent deal, and more exits could soon be on the cards in the coming weeks. Two players who are certain to pack their bags and leave at the end of the season, according to Mundo Deportivo, are forward Luke de Jong and Adama Traore. Luke de Jong was signed late on the summer transfer deadline day. The Dutchman arrived on loan from fellow La Liga side Sevilla, with Barca retaining the option of making the transfer permanent if they wish to. The young signing was met with much derision by the fans early on, and his performances under Ronald Koeman did not help his cause. When Xavi Hernandez took over, the former PSV Eindhoven forward was pretty much frozen out. However, a spate of injuries, to the other forwards forced Xavi to use the young and the Netherlands international made his chances count, scoring some very vital goals since the turn of the year. Despite that, he is not seen as an indispensable member of the team and will be sent back to Sevilla when his loan deal expires on June 30th. As for Adama Traore, the Spaniard returned to his boyhood club, signing on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers during the January transfer window. The 26-year-old made an immediate impact at Camp Nou, helping the team kickstart the revival under Xavi. However, game time has become hard to come by for the Spanish international in recent weeks, with Xavi preferring Ferran Torres, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Ousmane Dembele as his options in the front line. With Barcelona planning to sign Rafinha as well, there is no space for Adama Traore on the roster, and as a result, like Luke de Jong, he is also expected to return to his parent club when his loan deal runs out at the end of June, with Barca unlikely to trigger the €30 million buy option. So with the transfer window coming soon, and it's but normal, we expect Barca to shuffle the team a lot, do a revamp. So with these two players who are on loan, Luke de Jong and Adama Traore, it's no surprise to hear that they will return to their parent club. Not like they have been bad. They have not been bad at all for me. I think, Luke de Jong have been brilliant. We all never expected, to see such performances. Quite remember when he arrived at Barca, everybody was like, what nonsense is this? But I think Luke de Jong has been so professional in what he's doing. He has been good. And I think one of the most important goals this season for our team, Luke de Jong have been there to do it. I appreciate him so much. It's unfortunate that he will not be here next season. Of course, even though Barca had that option that they can still extend, but no, they'll send him back. We need especially if Lewandowski arrived, then what is the need keeping Luke de Jong? So it's been a good time for Luke de Jong, and of course, I can see it in him that he really wants to continue at Barca, but unfortunately, it might not just happen. Talking about Adama Traore as well, I think he have been so good. Adama Traore, honestly speaking, guys, I still don't understand up to today why Xavi have been doing what he's doing. I understand that Ousmane Dembele have been in terrific form, good form, I mean, superb form. But come on, why just dump Adama Traore on the bench as if he has done something wrong? Because I can't remember any point in time Adama Traore did something on the pitch that led to Xavi, that made everybody surprised and Xavi benching him up to. It just baffles me, honestly speaking, because Adama Traore he does not feel, I think he feels useless in the team. I'm sorry to use that word. I don't really enjoy the way Xavi have been, having rotating him. It's not good at all. I think Adama Traore deserved more. When he came, his first game against Atletico Madrid, I mean, he was brilliant. Against Espanyol, he was brilliant. I mean, but the way Xavi just had to mash him down, man, it's not cool. No, it's not cool at all for me. I do not enjoy that up to now. We quite remember there was a game I think some weeks back, when I think they did. I think is it Real Betis when Fati came and Fati had to enter in second half. The Javi made a double substitution. I don't know if you guys remember then. Um, after a warm up when Adama Traore was also warming up on the touchline, but Javi said, "Go and sit down. I'll put Fati and maybe Aubameyang, something like that." And come on, the guy was really really mad. And Oscar Hernandez, Javi's assistant coach and brother, had to even cool him down. It was terrible. He feels like he does not have any use in the team, and I don't like what Javi is doing currently with him. That guy is a good player. He has a lot of the attributes of Ousmane Dembele. Of course, maybe the dribbling aspect he does not match Dembele, of course, but at least Xavi should know how to rotate this team to give everybody self-confidence. Don't just use one player all through. So, as it stands right now, let's see. But it is very, very likely that Barca will never pay that 30 million to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Barca will let him go back to his parent club Wolf at the end of the season. Then on to the final story of discussion. Speaking on the Siempre Positivo podcast, journalist Tony Joan Marti has claimed that Lenglet wishes to stay put at Barcelona in the summer, even though he finds himself out of favor. Signed from Sevilla in the summer of 2018, Lenglet enjoyed a stunning couple of seasons at Camp Nou as he quickly dislodged Samuel Umtiti as Gerard Piqué's defensive partner and established himself as the first choice alongside the Spaniard. However, Lenglet's stock has been on a rapid decline since last season as he has become error-prone and cost Barcelona on several occasions, having fallen behind the likes of Araujo, Eric Garcia in the pecking order. Lenglet has hardly played regularly this term. Indeed, the French international has featured just 26 times in all competitions this season, out of which only 6 have been starts in La Liga. Barca have already secured the signing of Andres Christensen on a Bosman move from Chelsea. On top of that, manager Xavi Hernandez is keen on adding another defender on the ranks in the summer transfer window. Such a move would see Lenglet drop further and further down the pecking order. Despite that, as claimed by Tony Joan Marti, the former Sevilla ace wants to stay put at Camp Nou and continue fighting for his place in the side. Barca for their part will be keen on offloading the French ace as it would help them generate revenue that can be invested in the squad during the transfer window. And it is not like there is a shortage of suitors for Lenglet. The 26-year-old is attracting interest from Premier League clubs Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur, while a move for former club Sevilla is also a possibility. In spite of all the possibilities and opportunities, it seems like Lenglet wants to stay put at Barcelona. So it will be interesting to see whether Barca can get him off their books or stuck with the out-of-favor star beyond the summer. Wow, it's really interesting to see this report. I mean, how do we even start? Lenglet wants to stay at Barca. Then are we doing a change? If that is the case, if that happens, then I think Barca is going nowhere. Of course, when we talk about players who are departing our club, this guy should be right on top of that list. He should be right up there, very right up there. And I don't know if he's saying it and he thinks it is a reality, because I think it's not a reality. Barca must cash in on him. But even if he's on loan, they will send him on loan. Because if I see this guy next season, it's gonna be a joke. I would say this Barca is a joke of a club. I just wish they don't do that. They need to sell him. They need to sell him as soon as possible, no matter the amount. Because of course we're looking for some top class defenders, Koulibaly and that's a Via guy. They call him Jules Koundé on the radar. If one of them come, then why should we keep Lenglet in the first place? Lenglet is likely to leave. I've been talking about Lenglet a lot this season, being one of the likeliest departures alongside Samuel Umtiti. The French will have to leave, and of course now getting reports of him saying he wants to stay next season. I think it's not gonna happen at all. It's never gonna happen. Except Barca is a joke of a club. They need to sell this guy. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, it's bye for now.